last. Welcome, Neo. As you no doubt have guessed, I am Morpheus.
It's an honor to meet you.
No. The honor is mine.
Hey, Slater! Is your ex-wife on due?
You stay. She's always calling me. Hello, sweetheart. How are you?
The censorship,
It's so nice to hear your voice.
doesn't just exist in social media platforms. It goes to the mainstream media and even in the corporate world. For this event, for example, we applied to and were rejected by over 100
just as you
different
say.
event venues. Hotels, theaters, other event venues, they were all too intimidated to host our event. They were too intimidated by the hateful mainstream media press that they would get. They were too intimidated by the prospect of these raging activist mobs tearing down their doors. That's why we need brave patriots to come together and to help us spread the message of this election being a fraud. We need to put aside our differences. Oftentimes, within the social media community especially, we tend to focus on small squabbles and allow ourselves to be suppressed and divided. So we need to put aside those differences and come together to get the message out about the fraudulent election that was just foisted upon us. So that's why today I am pleased to announce Quantum Meetup Groups, a grassroots effort, a live in-person set of meetup groups in cities nationwide to help organize and mobilize us in the areas where we do agree in the sense of this election integrity. So if you want more information about that, you could get it in the lobby. We need to understand that if our elections are not fair, then we are not a free country. It's that simple. And so we are not going to allow this cheating to go unchallenged. We are going to make sure that this never happens to us again. So check out Quantum Meetups and welcome everybody.
A bit like Alice. Tumbling down the rabbit hole.
You could say that.
I can see it in your eyes. You have the look of a man who accepts what he sees because he is expecting to wake up. Ironically, this is not far from the truth. Do you believe in fate?
No,
Why not?
because I don't like the idea that I'm not in control of my life.
I know exactly what you mean. Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life. That there's something wrong. You don't know what it is, but it's there. Like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Matrix.
Do you want to know what it is? The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television.
Well, I don't really care what you think. Of course, you agree with him because you're in the same business with him.
You'd never think I was a master of the universe now, would you?
He foresaw, quote, another type of war, new in its intensity, ancient in its origin, that would require a whole new kind of strategy, a wholly different kind of force, forces which are too unconventional to be called conventional forces.
Some people claiming to rep Q are saying some very mean things about me on the internet. At the moment, many of the prominent social media influencers in the Q movement hate me because I am not the Jesus-like figure that they were picturing Q to be in their tiny little minds. And because they won't watch any of my videos or look at any of the evidence still. But that's okay, because they will see soon enough. This very obvious big picture will just keep getting clearer and clearer for them. In the meantime, I have just a few questions that will help you figure out who is right and who is being a silly goose. Question number one. Can any of the Austin haters explain what Q is even about, specifically. Can they tell you what intel agency is conducting it? Can they tell you who specifically is the target? Or do they just speak in vague abstractions, such as the Cabal? Can they tell you who runs the Cabal? Or how it's structured? Can they tell you how it's funded? Or what legal mechanisms they use to conduct their rackets? If they can't tell you any of those things, are they really in a position to be criticizing the insiders who can? Food for thought.
That's your only weakness as far as I can see.
What's that?
It's the look. There's this beautiful girl just fucked me 40 ways from Sunday. We're done. She's walking to the bathroom. She's trying to walk. She turns. She looks. It's me. Not the Trojan Army just fucked her. Little old me. She gets this look on her face like, how the hell did that happen?
That we are ready at this level after working these details for the last 6 months. As I've told the team, 2 things we must have. One, upon emergency use authorization, all of America must receive vaccine within 24 hours, as I said. I think this is incredibly important. Fair and equitable distribution of the vaccine throughout the country simultaneously. There is no haves and have-nots. It is an equitable distribution, and we are driving hard to make sure that that happens. The second thing that we want to do is make sure that the cadence of vaccine delivery following the first push is routine so that states/jurisdictions can plan for it.
He foresaw, quote, another type of war, new in its intensity, ancient in its origin,